Leaving the slow month of January behind us, things are really starting to heat up this month. And today we're taking a look at one of the best this month has to offer. And here we have the box. It kind of feels like it's been a minute since we've had one of these boxes in terms of a Jordan 4. Most of the recent Jordan 4s have had that special box or something different, but this time we've got the regular old OG Jordan 4 box. And of course that comes with the black lid, the red Jumpman, the flight text, and of course that black speckling on the bottom. Let's pull the top on these and let me show you guys today's pair. It's the Jordan 4 Seafoam. So here we have them, guys, the Seafoam 4s in the building, and man, it feels like the closer we get to the release of these things, the more I'm hearing people getting excited about them. I mean, with the fact that February has two pretty big Jordan 4 releases, you've definitely got options if you're looking for a fresh pair of 4s. I actually think that it's pretty cool that you're getting two different options. Like the Craft 4s definitely stray away from the traditional Jordan 4. They've got a bunch of different materials like the cracked leather and the suede, whereas the Seafoams on the other hand are a lot more traditional. Now these are dropping everywhere on February the 9th. They're going to retail for £190 here in the UK or $200 out in the US. Now listen, if you are on the market for this pair of sneakers, I think the main consideration for it is sizing. These actually don't come in a full size run, so there's no GS sizes and there's also no men's sizes. Now I believe that the rumor going around was that these were going to have extended sizing. However, now that they're loaded up on the Nike sneakers app, we can see that no, it is just a limited size run. And I've actually been getting a lot of questions from people when it comes to the sizing on this pair of shoes. And I gotta admit, it is pretty confusing, especially if you're out in the US, but let me just run through it real quick. So essentially, these only go up to a men's UK 9.5 and a US 10.5. That immediately stops people with bigger feet from wearing this pair of sneakers, and it also kind of sucks for people who had smaller feet who could get away with wearing GS sizes. They're almost half the price of a regular Jordan 4. So these fit true to size. So if you're shopping in UK sizing, stick with whatever your regular UK size is, because a UK size is a UK size. It doesn't change from men's to women's like it does out in the US. So stick with the same size that you would get in any other Jordan 4 if you are shopping in UK sizes. However, if you are shopping in US sizes, make sure you go 1.5 times up, because again, these are labeled as woman sizing. Listen, it's confusing and there's a bunch of different opinions on whether Jordan Brand should just make sizes and every single shoe should have a set size range instead of making some pairs exclusive to a woman's size range and others to a men's. I'd actually be pretty interested to hear your thoughts on that down in the comment section. So if you have an opinion on whether all shoes should just be a full size run or not, let me know down there. So with all of that out of the way, hopefully you're set for sizing. Now let's talk about what you're actually getting with this pair of shoes. So like I said, this is much more of a traditional Jordan 4 in the sense of recently we've been getting a lot of canvas versions. The military blacks had the suede, and these are in fact the same exact color blocking as the fire red Jordan 4. Swap out all of the red that would be on a fire red Jordan 4 and replace it with the Seafoam green. Now, obviously another big change up from the regular fire reds is the fact that you're only going to be getting the Jumpman logo on the back, so no Nike branding on this one. What you do get is pretty nice feeling white leather that wraps around the entire upper of this sneaker. It definitely feels relatively good in hand, nothing special and exclusive for this pair of sneakers, just regular Jordan 4 leather quality. It's not tumbled or anything, so it has the appearance of being a lot smoother, unlike I guess you could say the Midnight Navies had a kind of tumbled leather. And the benefit of having an all over leather upper as opposed to suede is the fact that suede usually gets damaged when you have water on it. They've also got the black accent color, which you find on the midsole, underneath the plastic mesh that you find on the medial and lateral and underneath the laces. We've also got that black on the plastic wings and around towards the plastic back tab. Now, I've got to say that this seafoam or oil green color on this pair of fours is really nice, and it does work with the white and black on this sneaker very well. It's definitely a toned down hue of green. It's not super loud and punchy and in your face, so definitely blends well with the rest of the sneaker and obviously makes this a very versatile and wearable option. One of the color comparison is pretty much the same as the Seafoam Jordan 1s that dropped a couple years ago, if you remember those. There's also a case to be made that these might be the most wearable Jordan 4s that we see this year. Like, obviously colorways are subjective and different colors will resonate with different people, but in terms of simplicity and versatility when chucking on this pair of sneakers with a plethora of different outfits, these definitely have that going for them. Like, from what we know at this point, we've got at least 6 different pairs of Jordan 4s upcoming in the near future, all of which, at least in my opinion, aren't as simple as the colorway of the Jordan 4 Seafoam. You could potentially say the upcoming Jordan 4 Light Iron Ore could be a more wearable option, but that is literally a black and white picture. We don't actually know what those things look like just yet. Overall, this is a very strong pair of Jordan 4s. In terms of wearability, if you beat down some of your older pairs, you needed a fresh new one, I think this is a solid option. And it might not be the most hyped this year, but this one's definitely got people talking. But hey, if these things just aren't for you, or potentially you can't even fit into the limited size run, check out the other pair of Jordan 4s that are going to be dropping this month, and I'll catch you over there.